Commissioner, if you could please urgently review these cases of children hospitalised after interactions with police, and will you also please urgently publish what you find?
I would point out that there are, sadly, hundreds of children each year stabbed in London. Hundreds of children are the offenders in those cases. Officers are too often confronting under 18s who have knives and other weapons, and officers don't set out to use force on children. Nobody wants to do that. But if you've got a 16-year-old with a knife, then often a taser or a dog is going to be appropriate in various situations. That's very sad and very unfortunate, but sometimes, tragically, it's necessary. Of course, we will always look at individual cases. Individual cases will be investigated as complaints. But I think we have to face into the fact that violence sadly affects children as offenders and victims, and it also falls unevenly across communities, and police are wrestling with that day in and day out. And statistics don't tell the whole story. Clearly, the things that lead a 16-year-old to carrying a knife and stabbing people are often tragic and complex, but that doesn't take away from the fact that an officer confronting that will sometimes need to use force. No one does that with any relish. It's tragic, but sometimes it's necessary, and I don't think we should use statistics to imply the officers are getting it wrong. Clearly, individual cases should be looked at, and for the complaints they'll be looked at thoroughly, but statistics don't imply officers are getting it wrong when we have the violence we have, sadly, within young people on the streets of London.